Today we'll be doing machine information question type. In machine information questions, the paragraphs of the passage are labeled with alphabets. Then you are given some statements from the passage. Your job is to locate the paragraph where the statements are taken from. Let's go into the practical aspect of it. So the first thing, we go to the questions. So let's read the first paragraph. So first you read the title to have an idea what each paragraph would have in common. And please, B is not a continuation of A. C is not a continuation of B. So we'll read A, civil unrest slash political tension. You should avoid any large public gatherings or political demonstrations as they may turn violent. Let's check the statements and see what we can find here. When you're looking out for your answers, look out for synonyms and paraphrase. So the answer is advice about crowded areas. The answer to 19 is A. Large public gatherings, political demonstrations. These are always crowded areas. Okay, we move on to B. Crime. Petty crime targeting foreigners, including pickpocketing, mugging, and theft, occurs throughout Turkmenistan, particularly on trains, commonly on overnight rail services, and in markets. Travelers have been robbed when using unofficial taxis. You should seek assistance from staff at hotels, restaurants, or places of entertainment to book a licensed taxi. Crime levels are higher at night. You should avoid walking alone and avoid using public transport after dark. Women can be subjected to verbal and physical harassment. You should take care when traveling alone and pay attention to your immediate surroundings. There have been reports of harassment, mistreatment, and extortion by police or other local officials. Gangs of bandits are known to operate in the southeast area of the country. Let's check the statements and see what we can find here. When you're looking out for your answers, look out for synonyms and paraphrase. So, using buses and trains at night. Yes, we read that. So number 18 is B. Let's read further if we see any other B. Advice about taking a cab. Yes, 20 is also B. Let me show you quickly. You should seek the assistance from staff at hotels, restaurants, or places of entertainment to book a licensed taxi. Crime levels are higher at night. You should avoid walking alone and avoid using public transport after dark. Let's move on to paragraph C. Identity checks are common and you should carry identification with you at all times and ensure all travel documents are in order. Foreigners may be subject to increased security checks and scrutiny from internal security, including questioning and car and home searches. The regions bordering Afghanistan, Iran, Uzbekistan, areas of the Caspian coast, and Dashoguz are designated restricted zones and are closed to foreigners without government permission. Road conditions and driving standards are poor. Roads can be particularly hazardous in winter and spring when avalanches and landslides occur. Driving at night is also particularly dangerous. Access to service stations can be limited in rural areas. Arbitrary police checks and security checkpoints on road are common. You should carry a copy of your passport and visa at all times. Day travels can be unreliable and dangerous due to criminal activity. If you are traveling overnight, store your valuables in a safe place. Do not leave the compartment unattended and secure the door from the inside. Let's check the statements and see what we can find here. When you're looking out for your answers, look out for synonyms and paraphrase. So, random security checks made by the police. Yes, we can find them here. So, number 15 is C. Areas of the country that foreign visitors are not allowed to enter. We can find 16 there in paragraph C. The possibility of having your car searched. You can find that there. 21 is also C. So now I'll show you each and every one of these. We'll start with random security check made by the police. Foreigners may be subject to increased security checks and scrutiny for internal security, including questioning and car and home searches. This means random security check made by the police. So let's check for number 16. Areas of the country that foreign visitors are not allowed to enter. The region bordering Afghanistan, Iran, and Uzbekistan Areas of the Caspian coast and Dasha coast are designated restricted zones and are closed to foreigners without government permission. Let's underline this. These are areas of the country that foreign visitors are not allowed to enter. Let's go over and look for 21, the possibility of having your car searched, including questioning and car and home searches. So this is the possibility of car check. Let's underline that. Arbitrary police checks and security checkpoints on roads are common. You should carry a copy of your passport and visa at all times. Now, this is the possibility of car check. So let's move on to D, airline safety. Airline and air charter safety and maintenance standards vary throughout the world. It is not known whether maintenance procedures and safety standards on aircraft used on internal flights are always properly observed or whether passengers are covered by airline insurance. Let's check the statements and see what we can find here. When you're looking out for your answers, look out for synonyms and paraphrase. Question about your banknotes, no, it doesn't apply. So let's move on to the next. Remember, there are some paragraphs that would not apply to anything. So don't start searching and cancelling and writing. No, read through properly, ensure you understand before you search. Now let's move on to E, money and valuables. Before you go, organize a variety of ways to access your money overseas, such as credit cards, traveler's checks, cash, debit cards, or cash cards. Australian currency and traveler checks are not accepted in many countries. Consult with your bank to find out which is the most appropriate currency to carry and whether your ATM card will work overseas. Turkmenistan is predominantly a cash economy and travelers checks are only accepted in some major hotels. There are no ATMs in Turkmenistan. The official currency is the Turkmen Manat (TMN). US dollars are readily exchanged. To avoid difficulties, ensure banknotes are in good condition. You should exchange any unspent local currency prior to departure as you may not be able to exchange it outside Turkmenistan. So let's go over to the statements and see what we'll find here. Number 17, a caution about your banknotes. Yes, this is it. Let's go back. Let me show you where you find it in the paragraph. Well, everything here drives to that direction. So this is it for matching information question type. In our next video, we'll be doing matching names. So please subscribe and switch on the notification bell for updates as we upload videos on reading. We'll be breaking down reading, we'll be simplifying it as much as we can so you can understand it and have good value on this channel.